slacking of the face, the arm, inability to move the arm, and then time, of course, is crucial because if you can get someone to emergency services within 4 hours, they do have drugs now that can seriously impact the recovery when it comes to stroke. So being able to pay attention to the people in your lives and recognize those signs and symptoms are really important. What is a common signal of a sudden illness? Okay. Most everybody got that? So the top 3 there. Almost finished. If an open wound continues to bleed after applying direct pressure. So you put something on it to try to stop the bleeding, but you notice it's soaking through. Okay, so all of those, you're gonna add additional dressings, but you don't wanna remove any blood-soaked dressings because that can tear away the blood that's starting to coagulate. Ensure that 911 are called just based on the fact that you know that you can't stop the bleeding, or, you know, with things like this, we know that that's an option, but a lot of people might throw the person in their car and just take them to the ER depending on how close you are to the situation. Person is having trouble breathing, you suspect a bee sting, what should you do? And let's be clear that care for the person should include asking them if they have an EpiPen, right? Because people in elementary schools, it's a little different. Teachers typically carry for the child, but as we reach high school, I believe there are some students that with nurses' permission carry theirs with them because of the level of their allergy, but there are also EpiPens in the office as well. And you guys know with the EpiPen, or maybe you don't, but it's a very easy, the prompts are very easy. It says it right on the side of the pens, but you just take the cap off and you go right through the thigh, right through the clothing, and you're gonna hold it for 10 seconds and then take it away. So, but you don't have to jam it through, right? So once you take the top off, when you push it internally, there are, I think it's 3 needles that go in as you push it into the skin. So they go right through the clothing and into the skin. And then finally, the Ian sample stands for? And as you can imagine, they don't typically have to happen in that order. You may find this out right away from the person as they tell you what happened to them. So let's see who our winners are. We've got Darren, right? In the lead.
That's right, yeah.
Followed by, who's JIS? Excellent. And Johnny? That's Mr. McClintock. Okay, excellent, way to go. So next thing, right before you leave, if you'd all just come on over here to the mannequins for compressions quickly to make sure that you still have a good idea of what that looks like. Yeah, so you can take another one over there as well. So for this one, it's just the reminder that when we're talking about where compressions take place, it happens right in the middle of the chest. So you just imagine the nipples and right in the middle of the nipples. And you're going to interlock your hands like so and use the heel of whatever hand you're most comfortable doing. And then you're gonna push in as hard as you can. You can hear that click. That's sort of the indicator that you're pushing hard enough. And 2 and 3. And then for, in reality, of course, they would be on the ground. And so proper technique would be that you're on your knees, but you're up on your knees like so, because that's gonna give you the best momentum. And then you're gonna interlock and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. So that's the rate that you go. And so if everybody would just take turns quickly with a mannequin and maybe just do 10 compressions just to remind yourself of what that looks like and feels like. And when go ahead, hold on, I'm gonna grab my Here's another one. Okay, got it. Perfect. Okay, great. Yes. Okay, so you're gonna want to be right in this right indentation right there. So you're right. Perfect. One and two and one. It's really hard. Yep, you're doing it right though.
I always learn 2 fingers and I start with 2 fingers.
Excellent. And then once you really got the hang of it, you want to go faster. So it's 100 compressions per minute. I know. So it's 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. What's that? Well, you have to push pretty hard actually. And yeah, let's see if Les can do it. And it's a little, your heel of your hand is a little lower. No, you're fine. Don't worry about the clicking part. These mannequins are a little extra challenging than some of the ones we've had in the past. Yeah, you have to push way too hard. So you were doing it right, you were doing it right. So don't worry about the clicking part. You got it. So 1 and 2.
Did you really want us to do it?
No. Yeah. I just wanted
We had
to
to before.
get a feel for it. Yes, exactly.
Let's see.
All right.